One time, one world, two times, one love, three times, rewind. Cause I'ma dedicate this song to everyone I got shooting. Yo, come as you are, come just like you be. It's the bumps and curves of our history.
This is Lanari back with you for another presidential video. Today's last video I said we was going to talk about each candidate, and well, this video I decided to split into two videos, and well, this one we're going to talk about the Republicans, John McCain and Sarah Palin. Do we have any information on John McCain yet that's coming through the printer?
Yes.
Okay. This is the information from JohnMcCain.com, and this is why John McCain. I'm going to read this whole paper, and then I'm going to read to you about Sarah Palin and the issues, which let me get up here. Okay. Why John McCain? Early on in his life as a midshipman at the Naval Academy, the most important lesson John McCain learned was that to sustain his self-respect for a lifetime, it would be necessary for him to have the honor of serving something greater than his self-interest. Service to his country. John McCain has always put his country's interests before any party, special interest, and even his own self-interest. He has always, and will always, do what is right for our country. Like I said, I'm not trying to make you vote for anybody. I'm just stating what his website is saying and why you should vote for him. I'm not saying you should. I'm not even going to say you should vote for Barack Obama either. I'm neutral right now. John McCain has a strong record of working across the aisle to reform how business is done in Washington. Throughout his career of public service, John McCain has worked across party aisles with Republicans and Democrats alike to reform our campaign finance system. Confirm qualified judges like Chief Justice John Roberts and Justice Sam Alito, and enhance our homeland security. He spoke out against his own party's out-of-control spending against the administration to change a failing strategy in Iraq, and against an energy bill that was full of giveaways to big oil companies. To keep our nation prosperous, strong, and growing, we have to rethink, reform, and reinvent the way we educate our children, train our workers, deliver healthcare services, support retirees, fuel our transportation networks, stimulate research and development, and harness new technologies. Under McCain presidency, the United States will experience robust economic growth, and Americans will again have confidence in their economic future. A reduction in the corporate tax rate from the second highest in the world to one on par with our trading partners. A low rate on capital gains, allowing business to deduct in a single year investments in equipment and technology. While eliminating tax loopholes and ending corporate welfare, will spur innovation and productivity and encourage companies to keep their operations and jobs in the United States. Doubling the size of the children exemption will put more disposable income in the hands of taxpayers, further stimulating growth. This is just stating what he would do as a president. And so, yeah. It goes on to talk about healthcare will be more accessible to more Americans. Though finally to secure the peace for future generations, John McCain will end the war in Iraq with victory and bring our troops home with honor. John McCain hates war, and he knows very personally how terrible its costs are. But he knows too that the course of immediate withdrawal in Iraq could draw us into a wider war with even greater sacrifices, put peace further out of reach, and Americans back in harm's way. John McCain will also win the war in Afghanistan by increasing the size of forces there and adopting a true counterinsurgency strategy, much like the one that has been successful in Iraq that John McCain advocated. He will continue to hunt down Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden, which, if you don't know, in 2001, the Afghans, who was loyal to him 2 weeks ago, was sent to get him, and he escaped through what we think he escaped the Khyber Pass into Pakistan. I don't know if that's fact. That's what I've heard. Yeah. From the day that he is sworn, from the day he is sworn into office until the last hour of his presidency, John McCain will work with anyone of either party to make this country safe, prosperous, and proud. Now, Sarah Palin, we're going to talk about her and what her ideas are on certain issues. Here's your papers back. Sarah Palin on abortion. She thinks Constitution does offer an inherent right to privacy. Abortion should be a state's issue, not federal mandate. Rejected sympathy for Down syndrome son as gift from God. Opposes embryonic stem cell research. Every baby is created with a future and potential. Safe haven bill allows surrendering newborns without penalty. Adoption is the best plan for permanency for foster care kids. Pro-life. She is pro-life. She says choose life even if her own daughter were raped. If Roe versus Wade got overturned, let people decide what's next. She opposes the use of public funds for abortions. She is a pro-contraception and pro-woman, a pro-life. The only exception for abortion is if mother's life would end. On the budget and economy, we suspended a campaign to work on economic reform. That was in October. Predatory lenders got us into the housing crisis, and he goes on about different rights. And if you guys don't know, she is the Republican governor of Alaska, and she's the nominee for vice president of the Republican side. John McCain and Sarah Palin is not the only candidate for the presidential candidates. You got John McCain and Sarah Palin, Barack Obama and Joe Biden, Alan Keyes, Ralph Nader, and Cynthia McKinney all running for the president. However, the two major parties, you only got two major parties that people really notice is Barack Obama and John McCain. I mean, I don't see many people voting for the Green Party or the Independents or any of them. But yeah, this is Sarah Palin and John McCain. Sarah Palin is doing is quite well than what everyone thinks. So, in our next video, we'll be talking about Senator Barack Obama and Joe Biden and their quest for the White House. Until then, see you later.
One time, one world, two times, one love, three times, rewind.